Howdy, my name is Good Guy Mike. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to Life is Feudal, a quick and dirty tutorial. Today we're going to be covering what settings you should change when you are playing by yourself. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to create a world, not join a world. Create a world is what you would do to set up your own server or play by yourself. Now, as you can see, I have two places created. Michaelandia, which is the one that I'm currently doing my Let's Play series on, and Terabithia, which is one that I've just created, and all the stats on here are the ones that you start with. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is set your game to private. This is going to close down the game and leave it so that none of your ports are open so that nobody can join your game. Now, you're going to want to leave it on sandbox mode because permanent death sandbox mode, you could play on that, but that means that if you die, you're permanently dead and you cannot replay or you cannot play as that character anymore. And the colonization currently isn't really working and is meant for multiple people. Now, the first thing that you're going to want to do, and I'm going to explain why, is you're going to want to raise the skills and stats progression multiplier up pretty damn far, maybe even all the way. The reason for this is that this game is meant to be the precursor to a MMO, so you will have to level up before you can do all actions, such as building large houses and cutting down larger trees and planting better fruit. Now, if you're playing with a group of people, you'd want to leave that down a little bit more, as people specialize into different categories. But since you're playing by yourself, you're going to need to be a jack of all trades if you're going to have a lot of fun in this game. The second thing you need to change is the skill cap. Now, the skills, as I said before, this game is planned to be an MMO, so they put a low skill cap on it so that you can't become a jack of all trades when you're playing. You have to specialize into a path, which will be cool in the future when you're playing with different people because you'll have to have a farmer, a woodcutter, and a construction person, a builder, and a miner. But for playing by yourself, you're going to want to raise the skill cap all the way up so that you can once again become a jack of all trades. Now, Terraforming speed multiplier, like it says, only works for tunneling. This means that when you're still moving dirt around on the surface, it's still going to take a while. But if you are building a tunnel, you're going and looking for resources in the ground, this will make it quicker. So you want to turn this down. Or turn it up, apologies. To only about 2. I mean, it depends on your personal style. Once you get further into the game, you can change that, turn it up to if you feel that you want to mine faster, turn it down if you feel like it goes too fast. Now, crafting period, burning fuels, smelting, etc. This is the amount of time that it would take to craft something. So you can turn this down to make things faster, turn it up to make it longer. I would leave it right about where it's at, just to have a little bit more game realism. Animal breeding and feeding period. Now, this you're going to want to turn down because this will change how fast your animals multiply and how often they feed. This, I would turn it down just because when you're playing by yourself, you don't have as much time to spend on everything. So I turn down the amount of time it would take for things to grow and the amount of times it takes for animals to breed. The same with plant growth period. I turn this down to about half an hour, so 0.5, just to keep it interesting, so that you're constantly doing something with your farms. You don't have to wait 3 hours for them to grow all the way. Now, wild animal amount. This is a weird one because if you change your wild animal amount all the way up to here, you're going to see a lot of animals and it's going to be easier for you to hunt, but your server is going to lag very far and it's going to kill your game, even if you have a very nice computer. I leave this one right about 20. Because 20 is a good amount of animals, and I haven't experienced any server lag, and it doesn't seem unfair. If you turn that up too high, there's going to be so many animals on the island that you're on that it's not going to seem realistic. I like to keep a little bit of realism. Now, the server ports, this is not important at all if you are playing by yourself. This is for multiplayer, and I would recommend not changing this because if you change this, it's going to be a pain in the butt when you want to eventually invite your friends over to see your cool new map. Anyways, I hope that this has been helpful to you. If you enjoyed this, like, favorite, subscribe, all which helps me out. You guys, keep being good guys, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy. Hey guys, this has been a quick and dirty tutorial for Life is Feudal. If you enjoyed this, then let him know by leaving a like, favorite, subscribe, or commenting and asking what you want in the next tutorial. Anyways, thanks for sticking around guys. Go ahead and check out the actual series, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.